All power to the people. As everyone knows, I'm Paul Birdsong. I got a message from Aaron Dixon today saying that he no longer supports us. That after he gave me orders to make a video saying that him and other members were coming, that he withdrew his support. And that he said that this situation is unimportant to him, even though my comrades have risked their lives and spent thousands of hours of their time and dollars and life standing behind a cause. He said he's going to make a statement saying no one has the right to call himself a Black Panther going forward. I told him to make sure that he put in that statement that he did in fact give us the right to call ourselves that, because I still have the messages where he did, just in case he doesn't. And I put in there also, make sure that you put in there that Emory Douglas did give us the right to wear that emblem, because I still have the messages where that happened too.
Right, I see a lot of leftists confused and bewildered, and this is shocking. And yes, it is shocking if you practice politics at the kids' table, where you're just parroting the buzzwords, the slogans that are handed to you by journalists. And that is about identity politics. It's the cisgender evil white man, the only human being in existence capable of creating the evil spell called fascism. And he is dominating, subjugating all the other races on planet Earth. Behind every tragedy, there is a smile, cisgender white man. Now, the adults table, which is here in Eastern Europe, we view the world through cynicism and economic incentives. And so when I watched, I think it was like 3 years ago, it was during the Biden administration, there were a slew of videos, mostly from Chicago. But it had like a couple of black women that were very upset with the situation because a lot of illegals were coming over, and it was very difficult for people to get welfare. They had like these food coupons, like places where you'd go and you'd get like food and stuff, and they were living because like now you have competition. And the question is like, why does anyone want competition? Like, it's not about being poor or welfare or anything. It's like, no. Why is it in the self-interest of anyone to have competition? Like, it's not. Even if you're talking about jobs, right? Like, if my kid goes to a job and there's 2 other people at the interview, that is a much more desirable situation than if my kid goes to a job and there's 12 other people at the interview. And I know that leftists always say, well, like your kid should just do a better job. Employers don't just hire based on skill. Employers usually hire on good enough and how cheap are you willing to do it and how many extra hours are you willing to put in. And so, again, it's not in my interest for my kid to become a wage slave. And so it's actually a lot better to just have 2 people over there at the interview rather than 12. So again, like, why would I want the government to either not apply the laws or pass different legislation where it just brings in more people? Anyone that knows history would know that one of the best time periods to be alive was right after the Black Death. Like, if you survive the Black Death, you probably experience such like a level of economic uplifting unlike the world has ever seen. Why? Because all of a sudden the peasant was valuable to the point where the noble had to treat him as a human being and actually had to give him a decent wage. For the first time ever. Because there were so few peasants, everyone was fighting over them. Like, everybody wanted peasants. And so we are in a time of demographic decline. Like, there's actually fewer children now than there used to be. And yet, despite all that, we do not notice an increase in our living standards. Like, the prices for houses is going up. The difficulty in getting a job is going up. Why is that? Right? Why is that? Well, it's because of the strain on the welfare system. And so, again, I am not surprised that when black individuals are being led astray by modern leftist politics, especially like modern identity politics, the classical black people that actually are about economic incentives and they are about understanding how the world works, do not agree with this worldview. They do not understand. It's like, why are you stopping the law enforcement? Like, they're not into America in order to interfere with black operations. They're into America in order to interfere with illegal operations. So, like, if you're a person that, like, genuinely believes in identity politics, like, the realistic way, not the fictional way from the academia, I'm willing to bet that even the criminal underworld doesn't appreciate illegals. Like, if you're a respectable American gang with, you know, a pedigree and a heritage, like the Blood and the Crips and whatever America has, it's interesting that no one talks about the gangs, right? Like, everyone talks about white supremacy and other things, but, like, no one talks about the actual criminal underworld. But anyway, they don't like competition either. Like, if you have a Venezuelan gang coming over, like, why would they want that, right? Like, I'm just saying, you know, like, gangs actually do like to do business and have stability. It's like, if they're operating in the area left alone, like, that's how they prefer it. They don't want someone else muscling in. And so, on every single level of the social strata, from legal to illegal, from people that are employed to people that are on welfare, it's literally on nobody's interest to prevent ICE agents from doing their job. Especially when they have so many people to deport that they are actively targeting the rapists, the murderers, the sex offenders first. The only people that have an interest in order to prevent ICE agents are the grifters, especially the politicians that were using like fictional kindergartens and whatever to launder money. Like, they hate it. The politicians that are also against Republicans, right? They're running against them, and so they require some public sympathy to show solidarity and support for things that the public don't understand because they don't live in Minneapolis, they don't live in those streets. And so, like, they want to create the fiction that the ICE agents, I think, like, Tim Walz called it a Holocaust, right? Like, I don't have even words to describe the mental insanity, but again, some people do believe that, and they want to believe that, okay, well, there's someone trying to put a stop to it. It's a Democrat. And of course, the employers, right? Like, employing an illegal and threatening that you can deport them at any time. Like, they're going to work for cheap. They're going to probably work twice as hard. And sometimes the communities as well, right? Like, you can have a community of people that are legally there, and they have some friends that come in illegally, and, well, they don't want ICE to muscle in or... But those are, like, the only people that care. And so when you look at the Black Panther, yeah, like, I don't see why they would care. In fact, like, it is against their interests to prevent ICE from deporting illegals. Because, like, say what you want about the Black Panthers, you know? You can say they're commies, you can say they're far left, you can say that they're black supremacists, whatever the case may be, whatever the accusation you have against them, at the end of the day, they're still American. Like, they're still American citizens. Why would they want other people to come in there to dilute their vote, for instance? Sure, you know, the people coming in aren't going to be given citizenship, they're not going to be able to vote, but their children will, right? So, like, again, you're diluting the voting base. Let me know what you guys think, though, and as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.